Hello, everybody. My name is Todd, and welcome to the CINCILINGUA membership program. It's a pleasure to have you as a member here on our program, on our platform. And as most of you, I think, probably know, CINCILINGUA is a language institute, and CINCILINGUA is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. And Cincinnati, Ohio is located in the Midwestern region of the United States of America. And again, it's a pleasure to have you with me here today in this lesson video. And in this lesson video, we will continue with our series dedicated to idiomatic expressions, or we can just say idioms. And so we are moving into our first idiom. And our first idiom is an example of what we call a phrasal verb. Many of our idioms are phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, very simply, phrasal verb very simply is a verb that is followed by at least one preposition. It's usually one preposition, sometimes two. But here we have this example, to take off, So you have the verb take, and then you have that preposition off, and together that's a phrasal verb. Phrasal verbs are kinds of idioms. Okay. Now this particular phrasal verb, to take off, means to depart or to leave unexpectedly, or to leave suddenly and unexpectedly. Okay, so we have an example sentence here. The plane took off at 7 o'clock. The plane took off at 7 o'clock. Here it's the plane departed at 7 o'clock. It wasn't unexpectedly, it was on a schedule. Presumably, I got it that time. The plane departed at 7 o'clock. Okay. And we have another example here. Can you help me find my dog? My son left the door open, and the dog took off so quickly that I could not catch him. Can you help me find my dog? My son left the door open, and the dog took off so quickly that I could not catch him. So here, that dog just left quickly and unexpectedly, suddenly, he just took off. And here, our verb in this phrasal verb idiom is take. This is an example of an irregular verb. Our base form is take, our simple past form is took, and our past participle form is taken. Take, took, taken. Take, took, taken. Okay. Moving on, we have another example of a phrasal verb, and that is to go through. To go through. This means to experience something difficult. To experience something difficult. An example here, the soldier went through some very difficult situations during the war. The soldier went through some very difficult situations during the war. He experienced some difficult situations. Okay, and here our verb in this phrasal verb is go. Again, we have an irregular verb. It's go, simple past tense went, and the past participle gone. Go, went, gone. Go, went, gone. Here's another example. You will go through some pain during childbirth, but after you hold your baby, you will forget the pain. You will go through some pain during childbirth, but after you hold your baby, you will forget the pain. So again, you will experience some pain, something difficult, but afterward, after the birth of the baby, you'll forget the pain. Okay, so that same idea, experiencing a difficult or a time of difficulty. Okay, to go through, and now we have this little idiom here, very common in English, at least, and it means basically at a minimum, We have an example. The essay for my class project must have at least 5 paragraphs. The essay for my class project must have at least 5 paragraphs. So it can have more than 5. It can have 6, 7 paragraphs, but it, at a very minimum, must have 5. Okay, it cannot have less than 5. It can't have 3. It can't have 4. At the very minimum, it must have 5, at least. Okay. Another example. I'm not sure if we can win the championship, but we have won enough games to earn at least 3rd place. I'm not sure if we can win the championship, but we have won enough games to earn at least 3rd place. So, yeah, we may do better. We may get 2nd place. We may even win. It's a possibility, but at least, at the very least, we have earned. We have already won enough games to earn 3rd place. That's the worst possible scenario right there. So that's the idea. At least, at a minimum. Okay. 50-50. 50-50 means divided into 2 equal parts. It's like 50%, 50%. That's the idea. Divided into 2 equal parts. And our example here says we agreed to divide the business profits 50-50. We agreed to divide the business profits 50-50. So one person gets 50%, the other person gets 50%. It's an equal division there, 50-50. Another example. The secret of our happy marriage is that we split the household chores 50-50. To split means to divide. The secret of our happy marriage is that we split the household chores 50-50. If you don't know this word chore, it refers to a household activity, a household duty or responsibility. For example, washing the dishes, doing the laundry, dusting the furniture. These are what we call chores. Okay, so the idea here is that this happily married couple divides these chores, these responsibilities into 2 separate parts. The husband does half, the wife does half, 50-50 split. All right, so yeah, so we have looked at 4 idiomatic expressions in this lesson video, and we started with the phrasal verb to take off, meaning to depart, as in an airplane departs, an airplane takes off. And that's one meaning. Related meaning is to leave unexpectedly and quickly. To leave unexpectedly and quickly. Where did Jim go? I don't know. He just took off. He didn't say anything. He just left. He just took off like that. And then we have another phrasal verb here, to go through. To go through is to experience something difficult or to experience a time of difficulty. Okay, in our example, we looked at, for example, going through the pain of childbirth. The mother went through the pain of childbirth. We also looked at an example discussing a soldier going through difficult times during the war, okay, or during a war. And then we looked at least, which means at a minimum, Okay, so I don't know if I'll win the championship, but I should at least get second place. Okay, so yeah, that's the worst case scenario, is second place. And then 50-50, 50%, 50%, that refers to an equal division, a 50-50 split, or 50-50, 50% for one party, 50% for the other party. So that's 50-50. All right, so that's going to wrap it up here for this lesson video. Before leaving here, before taking off, I just want to wish you a wonderful remainder of your day. Again, I want to thank you for joining me here. It's always a pleasure to have our members watching and participating in our lesson videos. And yeah, so I'll be looking forward to you joining me again in future videos. We have more for this series, idiomatic expressions, coming up, and we're going to have many other video series on different topics. So looking forward to working with you on those as well. So for now, I'm signing off from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.